And we're back with another video on the Caddy. This time we're tackling the passenger side, and it's bad, really bad. Let's get into it. Right, so as you can see, I've turned the Caddy round, ready to start on this side, which is always great fun. And although it starts and drives, I haven't got the essentials like an accelerator pedal, a battery, a chair to sit on, any of the things I need to make it drive, so I had to get the missus involved. Pushing it out isn't too bad. The missus jumped in, which is quite funny, so she steered it out. But as I get closer down to the end of my drive, there's a bit of a slope, so with no brakes, you'll see here, look, I'm struggling to stop it rolling into the drive, and it was just dragging me with it. On the way back, Mrs. jumped in again. My neighbour Reno popped round to give it a little push. So if you're watching, thanks Baz, thanks for that mate. So in this video, I think we're going to compress a bit more into it because you've already seen me do it down that side. I think this side is a little bit worse. So let's get cracking and yeah, we'll try and compress a bit more into this so it's not boring. So just as a summary, we got a big hole there, bodged repairs in there to sort, lots of nastiness here, big hole here, more holes here, wheel arch repairs needed here, and lots of rotten stuff here. Also in the last video I said about the repair needed to the top of the screen, so I've got my piece welded in there. If you remember, there was a massive dent there, which was full of filler, so I did bang some of it out. And before I put some primer on it, I just ran a little skim of filler over it. So where this rough bit is, it's just one little low spot left there now. And yeah, before painting, I'll attack that again with filler, sand it, blah, blah, blah. And we'll be good. Let's move on. The first job is I'm going to do some easy ones on this sill. This corner's pretty crusty, but we'll attack that with that section there, I think. This one, yeah, you could treat that, but it's very thin there, and there is little holes there. So I've just got to decide if I do one big section, just cut this piece in. I've got a sill there, so I can cut bits out of it. You have to modify it anyway, because it's for a Mk1 Golf. Yeah, I'm not sure how bad those little bits are. They don't look too bad, so I might just put a patch in there. We've got some rust issues going on. So the end of the inner sill is non-existent. All in there on the inner sill is done. So I cut this off. I decided we'll replace a section. So there's my new bit, look. Because that's pretty ropey, and that's also got that on it, so it replaces a lot of that corner. But I've got a new inner sill for this now, so I need to cut this out. But I think in order to achieve that, I'm going to have to brace across here to there, because once I cut that inner sill out, this A post is pretty much flapping in the wind. So yeah, let's crack on with that. Stuck a bit of bracing in there, it's just what I had in stock. So side to side, I just got one bit going down to that crossmember to stop any movement that way. So it's what to do really. Obviously I need to attack that before I put that section on. So it's a shame I cut that bit first, because I could have just put one whole outer sill on there. So I think I'm going to cut this out. It is a bit scabby here. I could just treat it, but I think I need to get it out to do the inner sill. It's quite hard to get to from the inside. So plan is cut this out, assess the inner sill. If we do the floor pan first, then the inner sill, I don't know yet. But for the time being, let's do some hacking and chopping. probably spent the last hour hacking away and chopping away at this. Man, it's a bit overwhelming, really, like what to do at what stage. I know I was like this on the other side. Once you get into it, it seems all right, but have a look at this. So I've cut the inner sill back to there, as when you shine a torch down there, that all looks all right that way. Obviously we've got nothing, just void at the front. So that's what's left of the inner sill. Had to kind of do it to get it out in a few sections. So we'll cut the floor away from it, so I'm not going to damage any new metal when it goes in. I'm going to put my new section in, my new inner sill section. I think then we can do the floor pan, bring that to it, all the repairs round there, and then put the outer sill on, I think is the plan. Watch this space. Right, I've got all the floor pan out, everything rusty is out. I'm probably going to end up just replacing this inner sill, all the bottom edge is gone, and in the corner. So what I'm just going to quickly do is just repair this on the Crossmember there, because that's all quite pitted, very thin. A little bit on that edge there, just down here. Tidy that up, just weld a bit in, and then I can forget about the Crossmember and really start cracking on building this back up again. Whilst doing this though, I did manage to just nick one of the brake pipes with the grinder, which was a shame. So I've got a lovely duct tape repair there. Just for now, obviously it will get repaired, but yeah, very annoying. Right, okay, I've got the Crossmember all repaired. Got a lovely new section in here, and this lip I've replaced as well. Same on that, well, I say the same on that side, just the lip I've replaced there. So I've got that, I've cleaned up all the lips and everything underneath, so that's all ready to weld on. And little piece in here, just to level off that A-post, that bit of rot out. The rest of that will be constructed with all that. So now I'm going to do the inner sill. So I'm going to see what I need to do here, what I need to cut out, and then get this inner sill in. Okay, so I've now got all that Crossmember sorted, and I've cut the inner sill back. So now it's time to have a look at that. Let me bring you in and show you. Right, so I've cut the rest of that inner sill out. I have test fitted the new inner sill, which is nice. The only thing is, obviously you see this rust here, goes up, and there's a massive hole in there. That is this whole panel here. So that ties into the outer sill and to the inner sill. So I need to repair this, but obviously we can't get to that because of the rear bulkhead. So what I've done, in my infinite wisdom, I've cut a big hole in the outer sill, and I should just be able to cut that bit out, weld it up, and then weld my piece back in afterwards with a bit of luck. This Caddy is just so rotten. I know I probably say it in every video, but every time I cut something back, like cut some rust out, think, right, I'll get that all plated up, the next piece behind it's rotten, so I cut that out, and then that's rotten as well. Take a look at this. So I cut this section out here, right back, like I said I'd do, through there, and it just never revealed another hole in this piece behind it. I don't know how well you can see that on the camera, but I've just got some rust treatment on that bit. So I've got to put a plate across here, then across here, then put that back in, and then I can actually do my inner sill, which I've been banging on about for the last God knows how long. So yeah, let's just crack on and get it done. I'm desperately trying to get some hours in on this. Reason being is I've got more projects coming, more exciting projects, and I really want to get onto them. So I need to get this to a stage, you know, where I can get it back on its wheels, get this out, get the next one in. So yeah, let's crack on. So I was just having a quick look at the old inner sill before I go ahead and whack that on, and it's lucky I did, really, because we've got that, which is the That's one of the seat belt mounting points, so very important. So drill out the spot welds, weld that back onto the new one. I can get the measurements off the other side, so that's all good. And that rusty old bit, I was having a look at that, just, you know, wasting time perusing. And I spotted that on the back of it, which I guess that is a jacking point, I think, like just to strengthen between the inner and outer sill. So I'm going to liberate that one as well, put a bit of rust treatment on it, and yeah, get that one on. How hard can it be? There's my bits, liberated from the old scrap. I did just have to put a little bit of the old rust treatment on that before I primed it. Funnily enough, from factory, that was bare metal in there, so yeah, I'm surprised it wasn't completely rotted through, to be honest, but there we go. Just got to work out where they sit on the old inner sill now. Okay, so I'm just getting the measurements of exactly where that seatbelt mount is and all the wax oil holes, and then over to the inner sill, start marking that out, transferring all my measurements, trying to get it as accurate as I can, just to save any mishaps later on down the line. After this, I'll just run in the pilot drill through each one of them. That'll just help when I come to the hole saw. Onto the hole saw, 20mm first, bit of maintenance spray. Always helps that just glide through a bit easier. Then the 38mm onto the step drill to open them up, weld in the jacking point, and I've already done the seatbelt mount at this point. Right, okay, I've got all the prep done on the inner sill. So we've got all our holes for the wax oil and our plug welds. Got that seatbelt mount welded in. I've got the jacking point in. Only thing left to do really is to weld it in. Inner sill is welded in. Here we go. So I have, as you can see there, it is a little bit warped from the heat that came from that, but when that inner sill, when that outer sill goes on, that should pull all that straight with a bit of luck. So I'm pretty pleased with how that all come out. It's all looking sweet, all welded to the crossmember, and then picking up on the A-post there. So I'll do this repair on the bulkhead next. Fill that in, then we can build up this outer sill, get all that on. It's coming together, let's do it. While I remember, you may notice maybe differences in the audio or picture quality. Obviously I'm testing out new equipment here, new mics, new camera, so bear with. I'm still learning. Pretty much the same as the Caddy, I'm still learning on that, but yeah, bear with me, it will get better. Right, we are getting there. So bulkhead all repaired, and I'm just started mocking out this sill. So what I've done, I've literally done 2 plug welds and a tack there. Obviously, again, we've got no datum point, so I'm going to chuck this door on now, make sure we're lining up across there, and take it from there. So bear with me, let's get this door on and see how we're looking. I'm not sure how easy this is going to be on my own, but I got it off, so I must be able to get it back on. Let's have a go. Oh, it's heavy. Well, that's one in. I think that's 2 in. Moment of truth. Is this sill going to line up? Is the door going to close? Okay. So the door's all good. Yeah. Okay, yes. I've got nothing to compare it to because I've taken the other side off, but I don't know. Is that how it sits? It seems like the door is out a little bit. And there is no adjustment on the hinges. It does look like that needs to come up a little bit, but I mean that can all be manipulated. I've just mocked out this sill. It's got a couple of little tacks on it. I was thinking, God, this gap here is huge, but so if you just look there, I've crudely clamped in a bit of the old one where it needs to be, and that gap is huge. And it's not very in line. I mean, the door needs adjustment. That's hanging out there, but the gaps all round there are good. All my margins are good. So I think I'm all right with this front section. Obviously, I'll cut my other bit to fit in there, and we all should be good. So yeah, looking good. Good to see it with a door on again. I just want to say, while I remember, thank you to all the new subscribers. Really makes a difference. The channel's starting to grow. Hopefully I can get more cool projects in and show you what we're doing with them. Anywho, so now we know that all works, I'm gonna crack on, get that all welded up, get the door back off, get it welded up. You don't need to see me do that really, you've seen me do it all before, so I think we'll end the video there and I'll show you the results in the next one. So if you can, give us a like, share, subscribe, that'd be absolutely awesome. Don't forget, subscribing is totally free, doesn't cost you anything, just click that button, helps me out massively. Should have some updates coming soon on the Supra. Got another little new project waiting in the wings, but yeah, all will be revealed on that soon. So that being said, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.